wasting 20 minutes on depression, anxiety? Am I speaking? Is someone listening to me? How you see your outer self, how you see this body that you are in, how you see everything about your physical self is going to determine how you feel about the inside. The inside does not determine the physical.
Are you there? Baby, are you there?
Hi. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, why am I feeling so hyper today? Hello, ignore me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, hello, welcome. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment. So why am I so hyped today? Like, why am I so hyped today? I don't know, I'm just happy.
12 seconds later.
Before I start, I know you guys can hear it, but it's like okay, that's my fan. It's very close to me because this ring lights can warm me up, like it can basically cook you, so I need the fan close to me so I'll not fight. So for our makeup tutorial, we are starting with moisturizing the skin. I have told you people before, you have to be moisturizing your skin. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind me, I don't know, I'm just feeling very hyped today. I do not know why. So I'm just moisturizing my skin. This is the first step for your makeup, so your products can sit well on your skin. I don't know why I'm talking like that, honestly. Then I'm going to do my eyebrow of the camera. Most of my makeup videos I do my brows in the camera. I have a lot to say today, like a whole lot. So I'm going to do my eyebrow of the camera, then come back and continue the rest of the look. Done with my eyebrow, so let's get into the eyeshadow. I'm going to be doing a nude look today. I just want to create something simple but bougie. I don't know if you understand. I don't want to go with so much colors, but I also want to go with so much colors, something balanced. So I'm using the Isa and those palettes as always. My first PR package, remember, brush, and I'm going in with this coffee brown shade. Okay, but then before I forget, I will go in with my eyeshadow primer. First step always before your eyeshadow. So okay guys, straight to our gist as I promised. Well, opened my Twitter. Like, I was offline almost the whole day. I was doing something and then my battery was low, so I could not come online. So when I came online on Twitter, fortunately for me and unfortunately, but let's just say fortunately for me, there was an important conversation going on about fatphobic and body shaming in Nigeria. About fatphobic in Nigeria. I mean, as a Nigerian, or if you know Nigerians, we go hard on body shaming. Like, I just don't get what the obsession is with the looks. I mean, it's just worse for the women. I do not know for the guys. I'm not a guy, so I don't know what the guys' experience are. But then, like, it's just crazy. You just add 1 inch. It's just as if there are people that are monitoring machine. Like, they just basically keep on monitoring you. If you add weight, they will tell you about it. They just keep making silly comments about it. So there was a conversation going on Twitter about it today, this morning. It's still going on. I think yes, it's still going on. So this conversation, it was Mo who started it. She's a tech lawyer. She was very impactful. Like, she was very helpful to the extent of putting herself in danger during the end-SARS protest. So she started the conversation about fatphobia, and a lot of people had things to say about it, including I myself have a lot of things to say, like a lot of things. Like, if I start telling my story today, we will not finish. Like, we will not finish. This is just something that I started dealing with very early in my life, as it teenager, like the first depression I ever had was because of body shaming. You know what's really funny about the whole thing? I think I was 16 then, so I added. It was not even much. In fact, that is not even adding. You know, when puberty hits, there are like a lot of body changes in the girl's body and the rest of them. I would not even call that adding weight because it is not. But unfortunately for me, I just let people around me make me believe that I was fat. Like my whole life, I just kept on believing that I was fat. Like this whole shit has had a very, very crazy toll on my mental health and how I see myself, but my confidence in general. It was just from last year. Oh my god, 2020 was actually a great year for me, kind of, and a bad year as well. It was actually from last year that I actually started to gain crazy confidence. Like, but one thing, there was something someone said. I'm going to insert the tweets on top so you guys can see it. She said, the way you view yourself is the way people treat you. I don't know if this makes sense, but when I saw that tweet, it actually rang a bell on my head. Give him. The way you view yourself indeed is how people treat you. Because okay, this is not me trying to dismiss the fact that it's not our fault the way people treat us. Is mostly from their fault, the way they see themselves, the way they feel, and just a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to victim blame here. Before I continue, I'm going to using this purple neon pigment for my eyeliner. I have a tutorial. I'll link the details up below or in my description box so you can see how I made an eyeliner out of this. So after the liner, I'll continue with our gist. Like, I was body shamed so much, but I still am. I was body shamed so much to the extent that, like, at first when it started recently, when I started putting on some weight, healthy weight actually, because I've never been obese. I am not obese. Like, I would get a lot of comments from people, my friends, my family in the school. At first I would fight them off. Then, you know, that gaslighting that body shamers do. They just tell you that you're overreacting, it's nothing serious.
Oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Forget it now. You're overreacting. Why are you reacting like that? But then
you are the one who is saying something that is hurting me, and then me reacting to what you're saying is me overreacting. Like, it was just so crazy for me at that end stage in my life that I got used to it. You know, the worst thing that would ever happen to a human being is to get used to any form of abuse. When you get used to any form of abuse, you internalize it so much that you just see it as a normal thing. Like, you would even join them to body shame yourself, to insult yourself when they start to body shame you. That's how bad body shaming is, and I don't know why Nigerians go hard on body shaming, be it slim phobic, fat phobic, but anything. There's just, especially as a woman, as a girl in Nigeria, there's just a body expectation that everybody expects you to have. They want you to be tall, okay, if not tall, average height, slim body, flat stomach, big bum, big breast. Like, fuck, I'm not a toy. Like, I am not a fucking plastic. I am a human being, and human beings come in different sizes, in different shapes. There is no way that I am going. Like, I used to get a lot of crazy comments to the extent that sometimes I would just body shame myself with these people when they were just making these little comments. After the whole thing, I'll go back to my room and start crying. It was that bad. It was really, really, really that bad. It's that bad. I'll finish up with my eyeliner, then come back and continue. So, to decenter myself from the conversation and just have a general conversation about body shaming and fatphobia. So another tweet I saw, I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see. She said, losing weight, the concept of losing weight is fatphobia, and that I agree with 100%. So she said the two of us basically explaining how exercising and losing weight is just never about good health. It's never about how it has positive impact on our body. It's always about not getting fat. It's always about burning fat. Yeah, and that's true. I would definitely agree with that 100%. Because even if you see people who aren't fat that exercise regularly, you find out that most of them are not doing it because of the health benefits of exercising. It's mostly, I did not say all, I said most of them. It's mostly not getting fat. Like a lot of people who are not on the big side, when they see what fat people around them go through, or even what they themselves put fat people through in their environment, they just get motivated to always work out and never add extra weight so as to not go through all those shaming all those body shaming. And then the crazy thing about this whole shit is it takes a very big toll on your mental health. Like the person saying it could not even take it as anything serious. Like I feel like it's just so internalized, making side comments about people's body. It's so internalized in most of us in this country because it's just something that we grew up with. Most, especially from when we were children, everybody's talking about your body, you look this, you look that. It's also internalized that the crazy shit about the whole body shaming stuff is the person who body shamed you, in as much as a good number of them do it intentionally, they are very much aware of how it takes a toll on your mental health and your self-confidence. A lot of people out there are crazy. Like when I mean they are crazy, they are just insane. They know about all these things, but they still just want to put people through it. It just gives them a joy, some kind of self-validation to make other people feel shit about themselves. Like a lot of people feel like shit and they just want to put other people through that. Like they want, as they say, music loves company, so they just want other people to feel the way they do, and that's crazy. So guide yourself, guide your mental health with everything you got. Okay, so back to what I was saying about losing weight and exercising. Look, if you see the kind of crazy shit, there was this post I saw sometime. Half of the world is hungry and the other half are trying to lose weight, and you know that's true. It's just facts, pure facts. Well, it's just a crazy thing that there are a lot of benefits of exercising, but all over the world, in every society, in Nigeria, in other African parts, in other parts of Africa, everywhere, all the continents, all the culture, exercising is mostly about losing weight. It's mostly about losing weight, and that's crazy. Like, it's because then how you will know that this shit is real, and which I know that most of you know that I'm not lying in any way, I'm spitting facts, is when you ask people who are not on the big side able to join you in exercising. If you're someone who always exercise, they'll tell you, do you not want me to disappear? What is there to exercise? Or okay, apart from that one, when you see someone who is slim or not on the big side exercising, there's this side comment most people make. This one is exercising. Does she now want to disappear? Does he now want to disappear? What is he burning? You see that weight loss and exercise is rooted in fatphobia. It is deeply rooted in fatphobia. It's definitely most not about health, which I know there are lots of good health benefits of exercising regularly, but it's rooted in fatphobia. That was just positives. On that body shaming and self-confidence, one thing is, in as much as this whole thing takes a very big toll on your mental health, it's not something you can really control, not something that we can always control. It's self-love and self-confidence. Like, I cannot even overemphasize I cannot even overemphasize how it's important to love yourself. Like, just be confident in yourself. I know it's not easy. A lot of us, still many of you out there, many of us out there, are still trying to heal from all the childhood traumas we had. I'm still healing from mine. It's a gradual process, but you have to love yourself. You need to be confident in yourself. Like, I mean it. People can sense self-hate. Okay, not self-hate. People can sense lack of confidence. Like, they can sense it so quick. And once they sense that you do not have that confidence in yourself, that you're not confident in yourself, I mean, it's nobody's fault that we deal with lack of confidence. It's not our fault. Most of us are very confident as children, but then there was just this one word someone said to us that destroyed all the self-confidence we have in ourselves. That's how crazy this shit is. So just one word ruining your self-confidence, and then you just have to deal with the consequences of that one word that one person said to you your whole life. Yeah. 4. Being a content creator in Nigeria is so frustrating. Can you imagine? I was filming and the power went off. Anyway, back to our discussion. Look, if you must survive fatphobia in Nigeria and body shaming, number 1, you have to be ready to talk back at people. Like, you need to be ready. Like, honestly, I know that there's just this whole silent treatment that we usually talk about and the rest of them. But the truth is, like, all of us know, the truth is, when you let people talk to you badly, if you don't get what is on your chest off, or if you do not set clear boundaries with your friends, with your family, the impact is going to have on your mental health. Only you will suffer it. They will not say the fuck they want to say and move on with their life. Like, they will not even remember they said that shit. It's just the funny thing about this whole fatphobia and body shaming stuff. They will not remember. You will be the one to deal with the consequences. Look, you have to have clear boundaries. When I mean boundaries, I mean clear boundaries. You have to make it clear to people whenever they make silly comments about your body that this is not in any way acceptable to you. If they like, let them say you're overreacting. They just do this gaslighting that they always try to gaslight you when you try to set boundaries and try to call to their attention that you're not comfortable with them talking to you and making silly comments about your body. They're just going to say, but it's not so serious now. It's just a joke. Yeah, it's just a joke. It's not a joke to them, let me tell you. There's this post I saw sometime on Twitter that says that people say the fuck they want to say through jokes, and they just going to tell you it's a joke, but then most jokes that people make are from places of seriousness. Like, this is something they want to get off their chests, but in a less disastrous. They really want to say it. It's just to do, like, I'm someone that I used to let people that I was close with, like, actually cut a lot of people off because of body shaming and fatphobia. I was not ever enough for them. I was just never enough. I was not even enough for myself. So how would I, God, Jesus Christ, dark moments. I was just never enough for them. They would always say,
You're short, so this weight is not good for your eyes. You look like a box. You look like a cow. You look like orange. And then
I'll just laugh about it. They're body shaming, you're laughing. You see, do not laugh with people who body shaming. Don't in any way laugh with them. Like, it's not a joke, it's serious. You know the toll it has on your mental health. So you have to make it pop and plain. You have to make it clear to them that this is not acceptable. They can get angry, they can try to gaslight you. Don't let them gaslight you. Do not let them gaslight you. Say the fuck you want to say. Stand by your ground. You have to have clear boundaries with people. If not, they'll walk over you, they'll step on you, they'll spit on you. And then the funny thing is, this shit usually comes mostly from people that are very, very, very close to us, from families, from so-called friends, just people that are close to you, people that are supposed to be your comfort, people you're supposed to just be able to rely on. Like I used to have friends that anytime we just meet up, anytime we are together, the only topic was my body. And so I have gone through it. I swear to God, I have gone through it. The only topic was just my body. They would just body shame me, make jokes about my body. I would make the jokes to them now, we laugh, hee hee hee. But deep down, it was killing me. Like I was truly hot. My self-confidence was in hell. The bar was too low. In fact, there was no bar. I just had zero self-confidence at that point in my life. These were people that when people complimented me in their presence, they would just make silly comments like, which kind, stop making her feel flattered, though. You're flattering her. She looks like a box, she looks like a cow, she's fat, they're lying to you. And then you will say it's a joke, but this is something that you do always. It was just someone intentionally trying to destroy your self-confidence, just wants you to feel like shit. But you know what? 2020 was just an eye-opening year for me. Like, I cut most of them off. Like, there is no need of you being my friend if you're going to treat me like crap. I don't know what that means. That's hatred. That is no friendship in any way. Friendship has to be filled with love, kindness, words of affirmation. If you're not bringing that shit to my life, I cannot call you my friend. You cannot be body shaming me left and right. You cannot be destroying my self-confidence intentionally, and then you expect me to call you a friend. I don't know what that is, but that is not friendship to me. To me, that sounds like hatred. You're an enemy. Yeah, I said what I said. Anybody in your life, especially someone who calls themselves a friend, be it male or female, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever the person is to you, and they go hard in body shaming you, like though they're just the ones that always do it always. It is so intentional. They know what they're doing. This is 2021. Cut them off. It is that you set clear boundaries with them and make sure they do not cross it. You have to hold yourself to high esteem. You have to view yourself in high esteem. It's either you do that, or if you can't do that, gently cut them off and have a peace of mind. Simple. Don't allow anybody to make you depressed this year. Like, you're not wasting 2021 to depression and anxiety. Am I speaking? Is someone listening to me? We are not wasting it, so cut them off gently and have a peace. I'm using the Isa and Those foundation, a darker shade. I'm using this flat brush to cream contour. After the cream contour, then I'll go in with my powder contour. Then we will continue with our gists. Like, I just wish this was a live stream. I really want to hear from others. Okay, but just comment down below if you have had crazy experience with friends, people. There was something I am forgetting to talk about. Family. This shit is crazy. I swear, this shit is crazy. Like, these are people that are supposed to be your comfort. Like, but the shame that comes from your family, it's hot. Like, this one used to the pain is usually very deep that you cannot just explain. These are people that you go to for comfort, then they now become your source of pain. They now put you through a lot of traumatic experience. Like, and then I cannot tell you to cut your family off now. Do you want to be familyless? No. But then you have to set clear boundaries, like I said earlier. You really need to set, including I myself, just on waters, you need to set clear boundaries, which I know that I am trying, I'm not like before again. I'm trying. I give that up to myself. One thing about the journey of self-love and confidence is it's a gradual process. It does not happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time. Okay, it takes time. It's a gradual
It just takes time.
It takes time. It takes time. Give yourself that time. Give yourself yourself that time to heal. Give yourself that time to love yourself. It's a gradual process. And then it's not something that just happens out of the blue. You have to be intentional about it. If you really want it to happen, then you need to be intentional about it. Very, very intentional. Then let's just talk a little bit about body shaming from family. Nobody was born with low self-confidence. Nobody was born with self-hate. It's just as if most of the problem of low self-confidence starts from the family. It's just like the number one place where you get body shame. I don't know why, but I don't know what is wrong with Nigerian families, but is there something wrong with just building your child's self-confidence as opposed to destroying it? Is there something wrong with always saying beautiful words to your child? What's your affirmation? Is there something wrong with that? Why does it have to be bad words always? You will not be useful, you will not be this one. If you don't do this one, you will not be this one. And then you call that love? That's not love, that's hate, that's abuse, that's what it is. Like this one word that one person says and just moves on with their life. They don't even remember that they ever said it. Has a lifetime impact on the person it was said to. Words have powers. There is power in the tongue. Yeah, there is power in the tongue indeed. Which I know that everywhere. I mean, it's not only when you're praying the church that there is power in the tongue. There is power in the tongue in what you say to your child, what you say to your sister, what you say to your brother, what you say to your niece, what you say to your nephew. So those ones in the early stage, the growing up stage, children, teenagers, you need to be very careful the way you speak to them. Speak to them like normal human beings. I mean, now, because you are older than them, you just talk to them anyhow and whatever, the whole seniority shit. Talk to them like human beings. They are human beings too. They are human beings. Speak to them with dignity, with love, words of affirmation only. The words are not for them. The word will destroy your confidence, of course, but let it not start with family. You need to love yourself. Like, it cannot be overemphasized. Self-love is very important. There are just a lot of people out there that want you to hate yourself. They already hate themselves. They already feel like shit, and then misery loves company. They just want other people to feel like themselves. They just want other people to feel the pain they feel. That's how wicked people can be. You need to love yourself. You need to set clear boundaries in every human relationship you have with people. If not, they will walk over you. But they will. You people know now. I'm sure that at least every one of us must have had just one experience. You need to set clear boundaries when dealing with people. It's very, very important. It is important. Don't let people talk to you anyhow. Even as a joke, do not let people talk to you anyhow. You have to confront them and you have to tell them that you do not want to be addressed in that manner. You want to be addressed with respect. Even if you don't like me, talk to me like a human being. Don't talk to me anyhow. Don't make silly comments about my body. I do not appreciate it. I have a mirror in my house. I always look at myself every morning when I wake up. So whatever it is you want to say, I've seen it before. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm okay with that. I love myself that way. So just keep your opinion to yourself. Love yourself. See, it's a gradual process. It does not happen overnight. It's not something that you just wake up and you feel so confident in yourself, and then you love yourself and the rest of them. It takes time. Give yourself that time, but you need to work towards the process of healing, the process of self-love. Look, when you become confident in yourself and love yourself, nobody can tell you shit about yourself, and you're not ever going to let people talk to you anyhow. You never ever going to let people body shame you, no matter who they are. You have clear boundaries, and I say self-confidence. When you have self-confidence, you have won. Like, you have won. I said to God, you have won. You see that no matter how you look, you love yourself more. Self-confidence, self-love starts with loving the body you're in. Forget all this one they say inner beauty. Outer beauty first. How you see your outer self is going to determine how you see your inner self. There is no logic about it. There is no magic about it. That's just fact. That's exactly what it is. It is what it is. How you see your outer self, how you see this body that you are in, how you see everything about your physical self is going to determine how you feel about the inside. The inside does not determine the physical. Funny enough, the physical will determine how you feel about your inner self. You see me at this point in my life, this is like the biggest I've ever been, and this is the most confident I have ever been in my life. Like, I mean, there are lots of body shaming, they still come, of course. It's not going to end, unfortunately for us, but we owe it to ourselves to love ourselves. It's not going to end. Like, I get a lot of people still try to body shame me now, but I put them in their place. I just make it clear I am not okay with that, so you have to stop. Sometimes they just say, hey, you're overreacting now. It's just a joke now, not take it serious. I don't care whether it's a joke or not, but don't ever repeat such statements. And then they don't ever say it again. Seriously. Body shaming is never a joke, and it will never be a joke. Don't take it as a joke. And then if I've been talking about loving yourself and everything, hey, if you know you are a body shamer, if you know you are so fatphobic that it is so internalized in you that you cannot see somebody on the big side without saying something, my dear, this is 2021. It's time to stop. Like, you just need to mind your business. It's not your business. Finished look of this makeup. While I was talking, my camera cut, so I'll just conclude. I've said enough. I believe I have said enough. So if you had experience or you are still experiencing any of these things, please, I want to read about it. Comment down below about it. I really want to read about it. I'm curious. I want to hear your experience. So this year we are going to be very happy. Amen. We are going to love ourselves, and we are going to stop body shaming others. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.